Today is Tuesday, May 26th, 2026. We are in Maine today in Evans Notch, parked at Brickett Place, which is like an old homestead, I guess, and it has a bathroom back here, and it is a pay area. We are going to cross the street and go up Royce Trail, and then take Royce Connector over to East Royce, which is in Maine and has a view. And then we'll backtrack on the Royce Connector and continue on the Royce Trail, go into New Hampshire, go over West Royce, and at West Royce, Royce Trail ends, and we are going to continue on Basin Rim Trail and then take Basin Trail down. It should be, I think, like 9.5 miles or so. And it's a nice warm day today, shorts and t-shirts, clear skies. Yesterday was Memorial Day. It rained in the morning, and we did 3 short hikes that I didn't do videos for that were New Hampshire 500 highest hikes. Mount Agassiz, Lewis Hill, and Garnet Mountain, all in Bethlehem. If anyone's interested in my thoughts on those, you can just put a comment and I'll let you know. Basically, Mount Agassiz has a great view, and it was cloudy yesterday, so I would go back and do that one again just for the view. Looks like it's pretty amazing. Okay, we are gonna walk out to 113, cross it, and start up. We're about 1/3 of a mile in, and we just had to do this water crossing, which you cannot do here with dry feet. I actually think I did get my toe wet. We went up about 40 feet maybe and crossed on rocks, and the very last step was like partially submerged. I thought I made it through, but I think a little bit came in on the edge of my sole. Where am I going? Across the water. We go that way.
Yeah, we go this way.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be a kicker if we didn't have to cross?
We did have to cross. Yeah. All right. There are some water crossings. I think I actually didn't read the book closely, but I do have pictures of the pages. I should take a look. Yeah, I'm not concerned. It's warm out. It says 70, so that's perfect. And I think it's going to be around 80 later on. This is the second crossing of the Cold River. Again, not hoppable straight across, but we went right here about 15 feet downriver. Made it with dry feet. And it's kind of been flat so far, going along like a forest road for the beginning. And I think we keep picking them up, little skidder roads and things. Easy peasy, except for the water crossings have been not totally straightforward, but not anything terrible. Everything's greening up. Blue skies though. We're still walking along Cold River. There was quite a nice fall a little ways back, but it was not easy to get down to. I just didn't feel like going off trail for it. But this was just on a rock. Very easy to get to. There's that. I'm 1 1/3 miles in, and it's basically been flat the whole time. So we've got to start climbing sometime though. All right, mosquitoes are out, black flies are out. They're not really bothering you as long as you keep moving. Clintonia is blooming, blue bead lily, northern star flower. I think that's it. Oh yeah, some Canadian Mayflower is starting to bloom also. That one smells awesome. If you want to get down low and smell it, it's worth it. We are at yet another water crossing. We just did one, maybe, I don't even know, 300 feet ago. And a great blue heron was in here and just flew out. We startled him. It's crazy. You never see them in these moving water. Okay, this looks like it'll be easy. Okay, side trail to Mad River Falls. So now we are walking along the Mad River and not the Cold River. Oh, wow. Oh, someone's hiking pole. Kind of a cliff right here. Oh no, this is not a very good view. Maybe where John is better. That's better. The lower and the upper. Mad River Falls. We are about 2.4 miles in now. We've been walking along Mad River. Got another nice cascade, and it continues down. Like, it's really large. There was another one earlier, but this one is quite impressive. Nice. This is that cascade. It's nice. We are in the last 10th of a mile of the climb up to the junction with Royce Connector. Whew, boy, it is pretty unrelenting. Once you hit the Mad River Falls, it's just continuous uphill, and the last bit is like kind of bouldery. Whew. Yeah, that is definitely work. Got some rock right ahead, all the way over in here. Out there was like a huge cliff with some water on it. It's been very picturesque, but you have to watch your footing. It is also, whoa, spider web season. So you gotta watch your face too. All right, almost up there. We are on the Royce Connector now, which is 0.2 of a mile. Heading towards East Royce. Looks a little hazy out there. And we're gonna have lunch on East Royce and enjoy the views there. This is Bartram Shad Bush right here. We saw a couple lady slippers, one of each color, and a couple late painted trilliums. Oh, I saw my first 3-leaved gold thread. We've got northern starflower. Lots of things blooming now. And man, that last mile of Royce Trail climbing up to here was pretty brutal. We're going to take this over to the East Royce Trail and go up to East Royce and then come back on the connector, and then we're actually going to junction back up with the Royce Trail going out to West Royce. We're up on East Baldface now, so sorry, not Baldface, I'm looking at the bald faces. East Royce, so this is the bald faces over here. Believe it or not, way out in the center there is Kerrigan, and the Osceolas. It's crazy, very hazy. This is West Royce. Behind it is Carter Dome and Mount Height. And then behind that, I will drill in, is Mount Washington. See some snow on it. This is Adams and Madison. Adams, just the little corner of it is pointing out. And then Madison, Moriah. Yeah, and then over here, smaller things in Maine, Mount Pleasant, out in the center here. I think that's Chikurawa right through there, but I'm not positive. Okay, gonna have lunch. It's beautiful. We are back at the junction with the Royce Trail now from the Royce connector. So we had lunch. At the other end of the connector, there is a water source. It's a very small stream, but it was running. And we filtered a little bit of water there. And now we're going to head out towards West Royce, which used to be a 52 with a view, but was delisted. And also, the summit shows as slightly off trail for me, and it is a New Hampshire 500 highest. So I might poke around just to see if there's like a canister or a high point. Hit the high point while we're there. All right, these were all new trails for us today. This is the junction for Burnt Mill Brook Trail, which goes out to Wild River Road. Wild River Road has been closed, and it's closed indefinitely. I don't know if they'll ever open it again. So I'm not sure how far down that is, if you can drive to the trailhead or not. I don't know. We haven't done it yet. Okay, so we're at a place where if you continue straight, you're going to go down there, and we don't want to do that. So we're going to go up to West Royce 0.7 from here. This whole area, all the way along here, since the connector has been cliff bands. Pretty cool, actually. Yep. All right. Onward and upward. Okay, so we have made it to the end of the Royce Trail and the beginning of Basin Rim, which is at the summit area of West Royce. So I suppose this is it. Yeah. Looking towards Mount Pleasant, Kearsarge North. Yeah, the views are quite restricted. So right back, before you climb up this, there's another little bump, and that bump has better views out. But even so, not as good as East Royce. Okay, gonna keep on moving. John's looking for the summit. I believe the summit, you're too low over there. It should be right here, according to my map. All right, West Royce. We are on Basin Rim Trail now. I'm letting John go first to clear out the spider webs. It has been lovely. Good footpad bed, not very eroded, and just mossy, mostly shaded. We had a couple little bald areas, but not very many. It's just been beautiful. We are still on Basin Rim Trail, but we just came down, like you had to kind of crawl down. a piece of this cliff. Going up it would have been way easier, but coming down it was angled in a bad way. But if you look on slope angle, this whole side over here is like bright red and black. So we've been doing some ups and downs along the way, but they were totally necessary because if you didn't do those, you'd have to go off a cliff. Look at that tree and the way the root comes down. That's awesome. Same thing with this tree. Wow. Very cool. This Basin Rim Trail. I think we've got about a half a mile until our junction with Basin Trail. We just popped out of the trees now. This is Basin Brook Reservoir. And then we've been coming steadily downhill. And I think we're getting pretty close to our junction now with Basin Trail. We've been coming down pretty steeply some places, but looks like it's leveling off a bit too, which is nice. We are at the Rim Junction now, so Black Angel Trail will continue this way, and there's the wilderness sign for Wild River. And then Basin Rim Trail will continue this direction, and it will junction with, it's a two-way junction, right? Is it Meter Ridge, I think? And or maybe it's Bicknell Ridge and the Mount Meter Trail. Yeah, we're gonna head down. Basin Pond is 2.3 miles this way, and we're heading that way. Basin Trail is descending really rather steeply. We're getting through this giant cliff here. So I don't know if I can see it behind us. Not really. It's quite steep, and then it turns and goes up through these rocks. And yikes. That is just crazy. This is Hermit Falls coming down Basin Trail. There's a little loop off to the side. Flowing really well. Hermit Falls. We are nearly back now. Well, not back, but nearly down to the Basin campground. So there's the actual bridge. Ta-da. And we should be right next to the Basin Pond, Basin Brook Reservoir, whatever you want to call it. It's right at the campground. And then we're going to walk out of the campsite, out of the campground, and go on Route 113 north for about 0.2 of a mile, maybe less. I don't know how far it is. I don't think it's very far. And we'll be back at Brickett Place. So it should be, I think it's supposed to be like 9.5. And I'm already too far ahead of John. I'm like almost a half a mile ahead of him. So my watch is always long. But yeah, this area is always cool to get up and do the bald faces or something. The pond is going to be over in there. I don't know if we have a view of it from anywhere, but yeah, lovely. Quite warm out. It's almost 80 down here now. And the black flies are out. And the mosquitoes. But man, they were pretty bad in a couple places. I saw another trail. Now I don't know if this is the trail. Oh yeah, path. I got some water here. Hee hee hee.
Jump. Long jump.
Yep. Ooh. Okay. Path. Oh, and here's the... Ooh. Right out there would be the pond. Maybe we'll get to see it. All right. Awesome day. Gotta love it. Still have one more water crossing here.